using this.
Oh,
I had a question of what's the exact number of alleged criminals that were caught and convicted in 2025? You should have that data by now, probably.
Certainly, if we had been asked that, we'd had that for you, committee member. We weren't asked to provide that information, but we could certainly find that. It'll take some time because there's quite a few. But if you'd like to know that, we can find that out for you and get back to you with that.
that would be very helpful. I think our committee
Yeah,
members would appreciate it.
I just look at it like if I was a criminal, which I'm not, I would wear gloves to take the fake license plates, and I'd wear gloves at the stolen car, and I'd park it 2 blocks away, and I'd have a getaway car, and you'd never catch me. So this thing is a lot of money, and granted, you might be catching dumb criminals, but for the majority of this stuff, they ain't stupid. If I can think of wearing gloves so there's no fingerprints, they can. I just find this as an invasion of the public's privacy.
Well,
In my town, Homer Glen, they did a referendum and it did not pass. And then the city council decided to say, too bad, we don't care about what the people want in Homer Glen, and they voted to do it. And people were really angry.
Okay, do you have a question?
I did. I asked the question. I'm telling them why.
I could respond to a little bit of what he just said, especially in the village of Homer Glen, because, right after they had that home invasion, I reached out to the mayor and I said to her, well, it would have been nice to have license plate readers in the village at the time when this happened. We were able to track that vehicle as it left Homer Glen into Cook County, into the city of Chicago. So we knew where the offenders were, which they didn't change their plates. Criminals are dumb. Okay. I'm putting that out there. That's why we're never going to be out of a job. Okay. So as smart as you may be, they're not.
I'm just the average guy.
So, the tools that we use, you need a license plate on a vehicle to be operated on the road. That's all the LPR cameras are doing, is taking a photograph of that license plate of something that is required to operate that motor vehicle. And that's it. The rest of the work that we do on our end is how we solve crimes and how we build our cases.
I'd like to respond if I have.
Thank you, Member Richmond. Member Balich.
Yeah, I agree with Ms. Hickey said, about policy. We really, if we're going to end up doing this thing, if we do, then we need to do what she said, because it's very important that we control the whole deal. But what I wanted to bring up was a different issue with this. Everyone just got their tax bill. In Will County, the average of Will County, the EAV went up 10%. So that means that the people that live here, some of them, are going to have a problem because they can't pay that increased property tax. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. Just like when we're talking about block cameras saving lives, you can't put a cost on the saving of a life. You can't put a cost on somebody not having enough money to pay for their home, and they're going to have to either sell it or get it taken away by the state for back taxes, and they won't get their equity in it right now. That could change too. But the point I'm getting at is, once we create the levy is going to have a budget number for the block cameras. That's going to cause an increase in taxes. And the people that are already got a 10% increase in what they're going to have to pay are going to be held on a levy and a budget with block cameras in it. And if they feel like block cameras, like I do, is an invasion of privacy, and if they feel like, they don't trust the block cameras or anybody having their information, or want any more government intrusion, because it's same with a cell phone.
Okay.
So when we get down to this stuff, it's a matter of, okay, how much are you willing to pay for the protection of a block camera? Because you're going to have to pay one way or the other. So now, do you want to have it or you don't want to have
Well,
it?
I
But
think
there's a
that's what
cost.
our decision is. So do you have
Right, but I'm
something
just-
more?
This isn't a question for them. This is a
Right.
fact. It's up to us.
Yeah.
We have to go to our people when we vote on the levy in November, December, whenever we do it. We're gonna have to vote on a line item that includes flock cameras.
Mhm.
And now, do the people want the flock cameras knowing they have to pay
But
quite a bit of?
that's our
tax?
job as board members to
Right,
make
I
those
get it,
decisions.
like the raise of taxes, I don't, but I shouldn't say that, you know what, I'm sorry, that's improper to say in the meeting. But, the bottom line is, everyone's taxes keep going up. They went up since 2018, they went up 27% on
Okay,
average.
We're
So-
not here talking about the
Yeah,
levy
we
or
are,
the
because it
taxes or the
costs
budget.
money. And how much money
We
are
all
we gonna
realize that.
spend? Do the people want us to spend X amount? I don't even know what it's gonna cost yet. When you start throwing it into a budget, do the people that we represent want us to add another line item of spending or not?
Well, we're
That's the
not
question.
adding a new line item. And you know how they let us know how they feel? At the ballot box. But that's not what we're here to
We're gonna
discuss.
vote on it, whether they vote
We're here
for
to-
us or against it.
We're here
It's-
to
they don't
learn
get a vote on
about
this,
flock
Jackie.
cameras, but
The
they do
peop-
get a
We
vote.
get a vote on it. The people don't. We represent the people.
Exactly. And they either vote you in or they vote you out. So we're not going to go further on that discussion at this moment. We're going to let Chief Arnold say something.
Yes, so